On this episode of Riff and Rock Music Talk, Ryan and Alex explore the commonalities of pop music as they... Ah, damn it!
Ooh, Second opinions
on riffandrock.com.
We don't have a .com yet. Oh no.
We do have a .com. You just shouldn't go there because it's very sad. Riff and Rock Music Talk back. We are day drunk and our dicks are ready to come out. I am.
Wait, this isn't it. This is our website.
No, it doesn't direct there yet. We own it, but it doesn't direct. It won't.
It's still under construction.
A Riff and Rock is under construction. We have worked on it. It looks like a fucking disaster.
It looks all right.
I mean, I have seen better Angel Fire websites. I've seen better Firefly episodes.
I've seen an episode of NYPD Blue. Does that count?
Is that?
Yeah, that counts. It counts. It
Okay.
counts, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we today we went on the pop side of things this week.
Did we though? Because I mean, we always review pop albums. I'm gonna turn and face you.
Okay. I'm gonna look into your eyes as we talk.
Yes, this is like the last episode. Only we're not miles apart. We're mere inches apart.
Well, yeah, no, we have definitely reviewed a lot of pop albums, but I think this is the first time we were reviewing pretty much exclusively pop albums for this week. One sort of sad pop, but I would almost still call it pop music. Goth pop.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but welcome to Riff and Rock Music Talk, everyone.
Oh, real quick too. I had a theory as I was preparing for the episode in the bathroom. I had a theory.
While you're pooping?
Yeah, exactly while I was pooping. You know, record sales for a band or performer go up when that person dies or when that band breaks up, right?
For the most part, yeah.
So, like, I'm guessing Lou Reed sales are through the roof right now due to the passing of Lou Reed. Even though probably most people don't know who Lou Reed was. And they'll be like, Metal Machine Music? That sounds like a good album.
But it's got a terrible cover. Nobody should listen to it.
But anyway, so I had this thought. Let's say you're a band. Wouldn't it be the best idea, like, every time you release an album, you break up? And just be like, guys, we're not touring for this one. But then, like, you know, a couple months later, like, we're gonna get the band back together, and then, like, every tour is a reunion tour.
It's sad because I think some bands actually do that. Like the Rolling Stones have been doing that for the past 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, you could, if you have achieved that moderate level of success and you kind of plateaued out, that's the way to spike your career into the next level.
But what if you're like a solo artist like Jimmy Buffett?
You just declare you've retired from music, like Robert Fripp has done.
But Jimmy Buffett makes retired music.
Well, okay. Here's the counter to that. It's not like Jimmy Buffett actually produces music that requires any effort. No offense to Jimmy Buffett fans or Jimmy Buffett fans or his cheeseburger chain. Does he own that?
I think he does own it.
So that's Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett's Toby Keith's I Love This Restaurant.
In Paradise.
But he makes very simple, very relaxed music, so, you know, and he has that fan base. Shouldn't knock on Jimmy Buffett too much.
Fuck you, Jimmy Buffett.
Are you going to start a Twitter war with Jimmy Buffett? By the way, Ryan started a Twitter war with Drake.
Yes, the one and only Drake. I believe the text message I sent to him was...
Text message?
At Drake... at Drizzy, I believe is his tag. We got beef. # Twitter war, and you know, ever since then we've been locked in mortal combat with a C, not a K. Don't sue me. Midway. Oh wait, you don't exist anymore.
NetherRealm Studios owns Mortal Kombat.
Don't sue me, NetherRealm Studios.
I think Drake is still waiting, biding his time for the chance to strike.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's got his group of people,
Entourage.
beating up my people in the streets, and soon we're going to have a face-off.
So Chet and James, watch out. Drake's people, the graduating class of Degrassi are after you.
Stay vigilant,
Yes.
my brothers and sisters.
Oh boy. So we listened to a few albums, as we always do, hence the point of this show. And
Well, let's start by introducing ourselves. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan,
I'm Alex, as you probably know.
and this is Riff and Rock.
You sick. Backwards, that's Tock System in Crawl Fur.
So this time around, we did review a few artists that are known for being poppier.
Yes.
Whether or not that carried over to their most recent efforts we shall discuss.
Different story, yes. Yes.
But which one should we? Let's just delve right into it. Which should we
right.
discuss first?
Oh man, I think I kind of want to just like a Band-Aid. I want to pull off. We gotta talk about this band, Panic at the Disco. I'm sorry, Panic at the Disco, because there's an exclamation point. And they've been a band for a while, I guess. They were big when I was in high school, so a few years ago, and they kind of had that song where they wanted people to sit back and relax
And close the door or something.
Yeah. And then
has it been closed yet?
I hope so.
All right, yeah. You also might know them as the band that kind of sounds like Fall Out Boy.
They came out. They hit it big around the same time. They were, I guess, like the sort of the big three of that emo punk pop of My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, and
Jimmy Eat
Panic!
World. Oh,
And who?
Jimmy Eat World or no?
Jimmy Eat World was a little happier.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Eat World was definitely around before. Or Under Oath would be another. That's a little bit on the heavier side.
I don't listen to these bands, so yeah.
Neither do I. This is typically a genre of music that's kind of my least favorite because it feels so one note. It feels very one-dimensional.
Like ska.
Ska's beautiful.
Just so everyone knows, I'm not a huge fan of ska music.
And I have mixed feelings about ska. Most of them positive.
But we can both agree on the delicious flavor of Kicks. Kicks pay us money.
Kid tested, mother approved. Anyway, so they released a new album, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die.
Kind of like the Western Black Rhino that just became extinct.
Rest in peace, rhinos. The one note I had is, this band is called Panic at the Disco, and I think it's appropriate for this album, because if I heard this music at a disco, I would panic.
Haha, it is funny because it's not disco music.
No, it's... What kind of music is this? Pop music, or...
I described it as, pop post-punk.
Pop, okay.
The triple P.
The triple P. Very synth heavy, this album. I don't recall the other music I heard by them to be as heavy on the synths. It's a short album, which is... It's only 32 minutes, which is a definite assistance to the album.
Is it really?
It helps.
Because it took me like an hour to get through this goddamn album. And I skipped through things.
Yeah. It's not good.
For the most part, I feel like the first two songs are the strongest.
Yes, they were okay.
They got the good songs out of the way, and then the rest of the crap was for the fangirls.
Right. There was a song with, I think, mentions of a shark or something, and I I can't remember which one that one was, but it was okay.
The song Miss Jackson really stood out. It kind of reminded me of those jock jams back in the 90s.
Yeah!
How it's just supposed to pump you up, even though I watched the music video and it had nothing to do with jock jams. It was really messed up.
I am for real. Then you have songs like Nicotine, which are pretty painful. It's a bad song. I have a hard time describing the songs because they just blurred together.
I described them.
Okay.
I can describe them.
Because for me, it was just like a bad blur of an overdose on Pixie Sticks and Coca-Cola. And
cocaine.
And cocaine would have at least made
Sorry. What's the other one? The one that slows you down that all the college kids like to do? Ambien.
Yeah. So, NyQuil. The kids are doing it at the parties these days. So yeah, it's Ryan, you describe these songs.
So I came up with a term. It might already be an actual term, but for awful pop albums like this, they only have 1 or 2 singles, and then the rest is filler. I call it populitis.
Populitis?
Populitis. So that is, and I wrote it down word for word, having 1 or 2 good songs on your album and the rest are filler.
You know, I'm so glad you brought that up because I was thinking of something very similar throughout 2 out of 3 of these albums. Was that I don't understand why a pop act records a full album anymore. Because there's legitimately no reason. They have, 2 or 3 singles. And it seems like none of it else there's any effort whatsoever put into them. Why don't they just release singles? Release a 45 and a single and a 2-track or whatever format.
Yeah.
But there's genuinely I don't see any reason for them to put out the rest of the album. And it's not like the majority of their audience probably aren't buying the CD. They're downloading the iTunes.
Beyonce does not need 8 albums.
No. And I was the same thing with this. Like the first 2 songs, the first time I listened to it, I hated all of it. The first 2 songs on the second list, I went, it's all right. I can tolerate it. And then it just it goes downhill really, really fast.
Although I did enjoy the last song, The End of All Things. I believe that was like producers like, okay, you can have 1 actual song, but we're gonna throw in some auto-tune or vocoder or whatever they were using.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't poppy. It was a slow song. There was an actual instrument in there. It was a piano.
Yeah. That one was acceptable.
They harmonized.
Girls, boys.
Oh my god. Holy shit. We gotta stop this. You have to watch the music video. Holy shit. We have to stop this.
Stop whatever you're doing. Go listen to Girls, Boys. We'll be waiting.
No, Alex, I'm talking to you right now. You have to watch this music video.
All right. We're gonna pause the podcast right now and I'm gonna listen to Girls, Boys. Oh, god damn it, Ryan.
Girls love boys and girls. Yeah, that song is about what I got from that is that girls/boys is about not only girlfriends and boyfriends, but also being accepting of the entire LGBTQ community. But why is that song so bad? Macklemore did a song kind of in the same vein. It was a hit. Everybody loved it.
It was super preachy.
It was. And then now this guy, I don't remember his name, so we're just going to call
Uri.
Yes, Chauncey, I believe is his birth name, his given name. He, in the music video, he's just standing around being naked and lip syncing.
He is in good shape.
And he looks at you. He keeps looking at you.
I generally felt, and Ryan can vouch this, I was expressing I generally felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think that's the point, though. You're supposed to be feeling comfortable because
he just looks so...
he's so much better than you in terms of physicalness. And
he's in great shape, yeah.
And he has girls, friends, and boyfriends, and their girlfriends also have girlfriends and boyfriends.
And that's okay.
Oh, but for some of these songs, I was thinking, and this is going to come around full circle, not full circle, that most of these Panic at the Disco songs kind of have like a Gary Numan feel to them.
Yeah, they
like here in my car, and then like they're synths going bee wee woo woo woo.
just much more upbeat.
And then they're all about boyfriends and girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. It was a song.
It's like they're like a shitty Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
And then there were some songs like where is it? Girl That You Love that just sound like a or wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Vegas Lights. That was just like wow, it's so bad because it was just vocoders like now it's time to get in the car. Now it's time for us to go far. Oh, oh, girl, we're going far. But, I mean, what I just did right there, those 8 bars, way better than Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you recommend...
No. Do not. It is just fucking stupid. I thought we'd get like a few good laughs out of it. I got a few good laughs out of it, and that's part of the reason I picked this album. Because I'm like, Panic at the Disco is still a band. Not to be totally up my own butt, but I was a little up in my own butt, being like, yeah.
Do you prefer their older albums?
I don't like really. I never thought they were kind of like always the worst of all those bands. I felt they just kind of were uninteresting.
I feel that if you listeners are going to pick up this album or listen to any of the singles, just listen to Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
You'll have a better time.
Corey wrote a very positive review for Save Rock and Roll, which I didn't get a chance to listen to, but he expressed that was a really well done, essentially just a pop album. And they stopped trying to be punk and edgy, and they just went, you know what, screw it, we're a pop band. This is the Aldi brand Fall Out Boy.
Even though Fall Out Boy, didn't they discover Panic at the Disco? I'm just going to call him Pat D.
Pat D. I like Pat D. They should abbreviate it. God, who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Fuck it.
They're just dumb.
Don't listen to this album. Pick yourself up a nice, wholesome album like whatever it was called, Save Rock and Roll.
Yeah, I'm reading right here. Well, actually what happened is that Panic at the Disco sent a link to Fall Out Boy to their demos, and then to Pete Wentz, and Pete Wentz went, these guys are great.
You mean Mr. Nicole Richie?
Is he married to Nicole Richie?
They weren't they?
Yeah?
Married to Ashley Simpson, right?
Oh, Ashley Simpson, yes.
But then they get divorced in 2011. No!
And Pete Wentz wrote that book.
Man.
I think we read an excerpt of once.
Oh, man. He's got a kid, though. His name is Bronx.
That's not as bad as Can we talk about an album that's better than this?
Yeah, let's talk about the latest installment of The Ugliest Man in the World.
Sir Gary Numan. I think he's been knighted.
I don't think he's been knighted.
No?
I mean, his lips might have been knighted, but not the rest of his hideous face.
Oh, poor Gary.
He makes some good music, but he's just hideous. Is that 9 Inch Nails?
He's wearing a 9 Inch Nails shirt.
They must be friends. Gary Numan has to be friends with Trent Reznor.
Oh, God. You figure so. With all the...
Oh, look at that picture. It looks just like him.
It looks just like... This is a Britishier, uglier Trent Reznor. But anyway, he released an album called Splinter, in parentheses, Songs from a Broken Mind. And on the cover, he looks like a man from the 1890s who just left a coal factory in a top hat.
That's exactly what the picture looks like.
Yeah. Gary Numan is well known for his goth pop tendencies, with hints of new wave, some electronica, really in essence proto 9 Inch Nails.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just flat out, this was Nine Inch Nails before it was Nine Inch Nails.
Like, if you guys have never heard of Gary Numan, go to your websites, type in Gary Numan with a U instead of an EW, and listen to some of his stuff.
Car, you've probably heard, but there's a bunch of other stuff too. Well known in England. Very influential musician.
Circles.
Yeah. Influential to a lot of the sort of goth and electronic genres as well.
Industrial as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, it's sort of on the underground how would I word it?
It's like the Godfather of industrial.
I mean, he's well known. It depends. In certain circles, he's really well known. In certain circles, he's just...
His song was in DJ Hero. I think he's well known by everybody now.
Okay, so he's a big name in a way. He released Splinter, Songs from a Broken Mind. And man, if we're not going to mention Nine Inch Nails too many times in this review, I don't know what. Because the first thing I thought of when I listened to this album was...
Throbbing Gristle. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I immediately thought of, hey, it sounds like maybe either Trent Reznor or Gary Numan handed each other some instrumentals and went, hey, what do you want to do with this? And that I bet you anything, Gary was actually the one that worked with Adrian Belew and the guy from Fleetwood Mac, and Trent Reznor did not. And they just swapped their music, put different vocals on it, and went, no one's going to know the difference.
Or they were both walking to the same recording studio with their music notes.
They bumped into each other.
Classic mix-up.
Oh, Gary and Trent.
Or their roommates.
They'd be the saddest apartment. They would just sit on the couch, stare at a TV that's turned off.
Do pull-ups. Talk about their favorite brand of carrot juice. I really like Welch's. Fuck you.
I like Clydesdales. I like this album.
This album's pretty good. You guys should listen to it. All right, so the first song, right off the bat, it's like just a
it's got some of that cheesy string instrument stuff
absolutely.
In there.
But it sounds like Throbbing Gristle, only you don't have to worry about having the nightmares. because it's a little friendlier, it's more accessible.
I love Gary Numan's voice. I think it is brilliant for the kind of music he does. It's just a beautiful, haunting sound to it, and he does a great job of matching his voice, just even not even his lyrics, but his voice to the lyrics. It just has a despair and...
All the Numan brothers have really good voices. I completely agree.
Like Paul Newman?
Yeah, the ghost of Paul Newman, Randy Newman, Gary Newman.
Are Randy Newman and Gary Newman related?
All three of them are related.
No, they're not.
That's why they spell Newman in 3 different ways.
God damn it. That salad dressing is so goth. I would love to see a Randy Newman, Gary Newman collaboration. That would be awesome. But yeah, right off the bat, I Am Dust. Beautiful, well, not beautiful, dark, sad, brooding stuff.
Well, that's the theme of the entire, not only the actual album cover, but the album is just dark.
Gary Newman's life.
It's a very, very good picture for the theme of the album.
Yes.
It's dark and dusty.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple songs about bleeding.
It's very sad.
Everything is bleeding, or everything bleeds.
In Gary Newman worlds.
Can you imagine Randy Newman doing a cover of that song? Everything bleeds.
I am the dust. I really liked the last song, My Last Day. Very sad, depressing.
Very touching.
Yeah.
Do you think it was written for Lou Reed, even though this came out like 2 days after Lou Reed died?
I think he predicted Lou Reed dying. He went, I think Lou Reed's going to kick the bucket. And then Lou Reed died. And he's like, called it.
Yeah. And so I understand, like, I know that at the beginning of this recording you said that we're reviewing a bunch of pop albums. All 3 of them are pop albums. But do you consider this a pop album?
You know, okay, maybe tonally it's not a traditional pop album, but I think this is a... Our eyes touched. I think this is in a lot of ways a pop album. It's just not the similar pop sounds that you're used to. I mean, and a lot of them are similar. I mean, you got a lot of those like synth tones. They're darker. So it's like goth pop, I would call it. That'd be the genre I would give this, is goth pop.
I completely disagree.
On the Wikipedias, it even calls it dark wave.
Dark wave, yes.
Which I'm assuming is like dark new wave.
And
it's dark wave.
I'll concede
you must whip it.
I'll concede that Gary Numan used to make pop songs back in the 70s, but now, I mean, he's found his own little corner of the music room.
But look, if you were to make all these songs a tiny bit more up tempo, tune them up a little bit, and sung by, I don't know, Miley, Cyrus, they would all be pop songs.
Everything bleeds. Everything bleeds.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, came in like a wrecking ball.
See? Pretty interchangeable.
Yeah. Just because it's in 4/4 time, fuck you.
Well, I think the music itself, notation-wise, it's very traditional pop stuff. To me, that's what it sounds like. Again, he does a lot to make it sound sad and depressing pop, but it's pop music.
So do you consider Nine Inch Nails pop music?
He was, I think the Trent Reznor album, the Nine Inch Nails album, was a little bit more, less in the pop realm. I mean, there was definitely some pop songs like that. The
Weezer song?
Yeah, I was about to say the one we called the Weezer song was definitely,
But I mean, the
like
beats were a lot. They're poppy, kind of like.
It was a little heavier, a little even grungier. So like, Came Back Haunted had much more distorted tones to this. It was very clean sounding. It didn't have it wasn't gritty. It was sad. It was sad, but it wasn't. It didn't sound like there were things grinding against each other and children dying.
Wait, are we talking about the Miley Cyrus album already?
Not yet, unfortunately.
You said grinding, and that's all I was thinking about.
Grind.
I'm gonna grind you.
Oh dear God. I mean, I'll concede that some of it's not super poppy, like Here in Black. But I hear a lot of pop tendencies. Good ones though, and I think it's great that people are taking the pop formula and making different things with it.
I mean, things that the pop formula stole from.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I have a hard time thinking what else to say about it. I just enjoyed it.
Do you think it was too depressing of an album?
I mean, yeah, it's a sad album. You listen to this on a rainy day, or maybe when you're stuck in traffic.
When I was driving to the session, I was listening to that album, and it made me really, really stressed out. So, listeners, try not to listen to this album while you're driving in a college town, or else you'll get really upset.
I listened to it while I was working out, and I was just like, Gary, why? That's the sound of me lifting something.
Hi.
Yes.
Yep.
But I think you should buy this album.
I think you guys should also buy the album, not only because it is a great contribution from a great yet hideous musician, but because it's along the same vein as the Nine Inch Nails album, which Alex didn't like, but I liked.
That was the first time I listened to this. The first thing that came to my mind when it's a Nine Inch Nails album made for me.
Yep, it's not. It's that OG status. But yeah, buy the album, support this guy. He has made a lot of music that no one has heard. In fact, according to, where was it? The Billboard top, or the UK albums chart, in the first, was that the week? I think that's got to be a week. He sold 6,000 albums.
You know what the funny thing is?
He topped the chart.
That's Numan's highest charting album since 1983.
He sold 6,000 albums, so please support your independent artists.
Gary Numan is hardly independent at this point.
Yeah, but he's very, very talented.
He is a very talented guy, even though he's really ugly and he even looks like Trent Reznor.
Just like
I swear to God, it's the same person. It's an alter ego.
No, Trent Reznor works out.
So from one depressing pop album to another depressing pop album, we also listened to Bangerz by Hannah Montana.
a Miss Miley Cyrus.
I don't know if I'm supposed to take her Cyrus.
Ha, I see what you did there. So she was born of a mule and a country star, Miley Cyrus, damsel in distress. She has grown up, and now she has ventured away from the Disney/country scene and into our hearts.
Well, so she got dumped out the end of the Disney Channel, and now is she makes she makes music by the loosest definition. This album I would describe is country meets dubstep.
Is it country though? I mean,
there's some twanginess.
There is one country song on this album.
She tries to have a
featuring Nelly.
Yeah, it had some country. Well, it had some like country moments. She tries to sing with that twang, and then all of a sudden it drops a beat and goes whoop whoop whoop.
She mentions a truck in the song.
Yeah,
I guess that counts as country.
You know, I will say, we first agreed we were gonna do this album. I was really skeptical for many reasons. But the first track happened, and I was like, oh, this might be actually kind of stripped down, mellow. But I was like, you know what, I could probably dig this. And then the rest of the album happened. Because Adore You is a simple song. There's not a lot to it. It's like a bass and the keys, and it's a love song. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's brilliant. You're giving me this look. I'm like, I'm not saying it's brilliant. I'm just saying I can work with this.
In my notes, I simply wrote, fuck this song.
Then you get to We Can't Stop, which, Ryan, you talk about We Can't Stop first, because that song makes me mad.
Well, I mean, there's not much to it. It's just a song about youth and having a great time and doing some regrettable shit. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a shitty pop song about going out and having fun. It's essentially younger people's versions of Fat Lip.
Red cups and sweaty bodies everywhere, hands in the air like we don't care, 'cause we came to have so much fun now, bet somebody here might get some now. If you're not ready to go home, can I get a hell no, 'cause we gonna go all night till we see the sunlight, alright?
It's essentially, yeah, it is Fat Lip. That's it.
Here's my thing, and I was telling you this as we were walking around today, is that, so Miley writes the song about no one's gonna stop us from partying. Then again, she's not even 21, and no one has ever made any sort of conscious effort to stop her from partying.
She's a child actor. It's assumed that she's going to party.
But why does she even need to declare that no one's gonna stop her? She should just write a song and go, this is fucking obvious. I'm gonna get smashed and drink underage at bars, and no one's gonna do a damn thing about it.
And that's what happens. You've heard all the press and stuff where she stole that llama in France and took it on a train ride.
Did she really?
Yeah, something. Somebody stole a llama. I assumed it was her.
I mean, I know Justin Bieber has abandoned monkeys all over the greater European area.
Yeah, and he smoked weed once.
And peed in a bucket.
Oh my god. But I don't mind that song. There are some other ones, like the one with Britney Spears, which just...
Oh, God.
Killed me.
What was that? That was the...
It was SMS. Bangerz.
That song... I had a moment where I'm like, where the fuck is Britney Spears in this song?
Oh, she was in there. She was in there. She talked about, you better pay rent, or else I'm gonna... She threatened to murder somebody. It was really dumb. It was so dumb. Ooh. But it made it funny, though. Like, I know I'm facepalming right now, but it was fucking...
One day he wants me, one day he wants me not. I don't do chances, 'cause time just ain't what I got. If he's like that, I got a world tour that they need me at. I can't be sitting around here waiting on a man to tell me where the fuck my seat be at. Where Mike Will at?
I think that's one of her producers.
All the way in the back with a dick on my lap. All the boys like to ask me, what you doing with that? You say you love me. I ain't fool with that. They ask me how I keep a man. I keep a battery pack.
Yeah, that's pretty much the tone of the entire album.
Well, the album has two tones. It's either I am heartbroken,
Or I'm gonna get fucked.
and that's the most it doesn't work. You can't be like, I love to party, but I'm really sad.
Yeah, in my notes I wrote for 4 different songs, Miley loves partying. Oh, except for whoever wrote song Maybe You're Right, the song Maybe You're Right, I said, that had the worst hook ever.
There was one song, I'm trying to remember
didn't work.
I'm trying to remember what song it was that I think, I have to double check, but like they were essentially stealing the refrain from a different song.
Oh, you're thinking of Justin Timberlake, or Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake's Magna Carta
No,
hologram.
well, yeah, we covered that once. I want to say, all right, it was My Darling, and more or less they're singing Stand By Me.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you
skipped
stand by me? Oh my darling, stand by me. We gonna make a movie. It's gonna be in 3D. We gonna make a movie. It's gonna be in 3D. Why don't you stand by me? Oh my darling, stand by me.
I skipped this song just so everyone knows.
This song causes.
Although I did like one song, or I did like 2 songs on this album. The first one was F You, which is essentially just Miley Cyrus saying, stay in your lane, mind your own business. I'ma do me, you do you. It was great. It was
2 letters for you.
and it worked because the song itself wasn't shitty.
Oh, I thought I was almost laughing when I listened to that song.
Really?
Because I'm like, really? The girl that's like, I'm gonna do one party. She can't say fuck you in an album because
She
she's
did
so
say
hard.
fuck you.
No, she says I got an F and a U. And she's so hardcore because she liked to potty, and with the wiener in her lap, her wiener or someone else's wiener, I don't know. But now I have 2 letters. One is F.
Oh, wait, the song I was thinking of was Do My Thing. F You was the one that sounded like it was from a musical. That one was bad.
F.U. sounded like an Avril Lavigne
It's
song.
like goddamn musical, my man.
There was one song I really liked. It was Drive. I thought Drive was perfectly acceptable. Synthy was in a decent line.
The notes I wrote were very straightforward pop song, still full of bullshit, but it's almost tolerable.
Yeah, that was the one I was like, I
That's
think
what it is.
after you get through so much this album,
It's a B-side.
yeah, you're like, it's acceptable. Like after you've listened to Wrecking Ball, which is just stupid as hell.
It gets the job done.
Except for the
Although,
terrible music video.
Beware,
Oh my
the music
God.
video will make you feel like an old dirty man, no matter who you are.
And
You
how
could be a
old you
nun,
are.
and you'll feel old and gross.
And that music video.
Have you seen the music video? It's fucking it's weird.
And the music video perfectly captures the issue here, where it's like, I'm crying, I'm sad, and now I'm grinding a ball and chain.
I'm sucking a sledgehammer's dick.
Suck a sledgehammer's dick.
We miss Shirley Reed.
I was thinking of Wesley Willis.
What did you think of hashtag Get It Right?
God, I don't even remember it. It just was like a turgid blur of stupid shit.
I wrote hashtag I want my money back.
I Love Money Party. Oh, and Love Money Party had some great lyrics too.
Where she discusses the relationship between love, money,
And partying.
and partying.
Yes.
You can have love without money, but you still party. But you can't have parties without money. But you can have money without love.
Money ain't nothing but money. When you get to the money, it ain't nothing but money. Love ain't nothing but love. When you learn how to love, it ain't nothing but love.
Oh, so
Party ain't nothing but a party. When you party every day, it ain't nothing but a party.
so money is money, love is love, party is party.
No, money ain't nothing but money.
I hate this album. Don't listen to it. Just don't listen to this piece of garbage. Go out, read a book, specifically Questlove from the Roots new book, which I'm in the middle of, and it's pretty good.
His
It's got-
love letter to Prince.
It's essentially a love letter to Prince, but it has pictures in it, and He's one of the ugliest babies I've ever seen.
Uglier than Gary Numan?
They're about the same. They might be the same person. But
Well, which one's the racist one? Then is that Gary Numan just doing blackface?
no, they're okay. Questlove is the fourth Newman brother. Okay.
Okay, Questlove Newman.
And
And Newman from Seinfeld is the fifth Newman.
Yeah. Don't listen to Bangerz except for the song "Do My Thing" because it's hilarious.
I've been through heartbreaks. Probably it's much for anybody with a human heart to take. You know something not too good to elaborate, but I've been left in a lobby. I done been through the fire. I done been the girl on the side. I'ma leave it all on the line. And now they growing up. I bet you regret it because it just don't taste like me.
Can we close the episode with Nelly's part in the song 4x4, the country hit? Can we do that?
We could do that. And this
Okay.
again, I love this that periodically she tries to have like a southerny twang in her voice, and then just dubstep beats.
Wow, 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 wow. I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
God, yeah, don't buy this album.
Don't buy this album.
Because you probably have, and you should probably return it and send a letter to Miley and say, Miley, we really want you to get some help. We care about you. Your father thinks you've been possessed by the devil.
And the album cover looks like it's straight out of the 80s.
And
Fix that.
And she was born in 1992.
Fix it. You're disgusting. All three of you are disgusting.
All three Miley Cyruses?
No, all three albums we listened to are disgusting.
But Gary Newman's album is disgusting for the right reasons.
One of them was a success. That's all I have to say. Shame on you. Shame on you.
God damn it. Ryan, why do we do this to ourselves?